Have Democrats switched from gun control to printer control? A federal judge in Seattle is temporarily blocking the release of blueprints, just blueprints, to make untraceable and undetectable 3D printed guns. President Trump tweeted yesterday that the idea of selling 3D printed guns, quote, doesn't seem to make much sense. But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer called the president's tweet a dollar short and a day late. All right, all of this has left the average American with one question. And that question is, what in the wide, wide world of sports is a 3D printed gun? It's a tough question, but if anyone can answer it, it is the host of The Greg Gutfeld Show and co-host of The Five on the Fox News Channel. Greg Gutfeld is here. He's also the author of the brand new book you must order and read today, The Gutfeld Monologues, Classic Rants from The Five. On sale now. Go get it.
Yes.
So, Greg, this is really interesting because we've talked about this before. The government is always behind technology. They can make a bunch of things illegal that have already happened. The next new thing has popped up somewhere else.
And you can't ban something or seek to ban something until it's already there. Because that's the way it works. And the Pope, I remember the Pope 500 years ago tried to ban the crossbow. How'd that work out for that Pope? I can't remember his name.
I think it was Rick.
I don't think, yeah, it was Rick. Yeah. So anyway, plastic, it is harder to make a 3D gun than it is to buy one.
Yes.
And if you could take a look at them, they're not attractive. Part of the appeal of a gun is that it's a beautiful, it's aesthetically pleasing. It looks like a medical device. It looks like something to remove a tick from the back of your head.
Or to decatheterize them.
Yes, and I'm not saying it's not dangerous, but I'm saying it might be dangerous to the user because I just don't think it's there yet, technically, in a technological standpoint, if you fire that, it could go off in your hand.
They do, like an Australian law enforcement body actually printed it out, made a gun, and it shatters. I shot one of the early versions of this with Cody Wilson, and he couldn't get any of them to work.
It's
really tough. And
print is dying.
It's
sorry.
Well, it's impractical. Like if you're a bad person and you want an untraceable gun and you want to hurt a bunch of people, you're not going to procure this device.
No.
There are a lot of guns for bad people who can get them easily.
And Nick Gillespie's pointed this out. The logic that this is going to create more violent gun crime is not proven by science. We have over the past 25 years, according to the Bureau of Justice, we've seen a dramatic increase in gun ownership and a dramatic decrease in gun-related violence. It's absolutely stark, amazing. So if you have more plastic guns in circulation, you're not going to see more plastic gun crime because science refutes that. However, you might see a lot of people with injured hands, I would imagine, but I don't know.
I mean, shrapnel. I hope that they're wearing eyewear.
Yeah, and also, it's hard to do. A lot of people are just going to give up in the middle of it. I know that when I was a kid, I hated putting together models. It's you have to be into this.
You mean like Weird Science or Pinewood Derby?
I used to do the Planet of the Apes models. They were like 6 parts, and you could glue them together like there's a head, a body, and it was a scene from Planet of the Apes. Even I got bored during it. I actually had my dad do all my models, which is kind of sad. But I do think that this is something that is...
You and the president have too much in common.
Nicely done. Putting 3D in front of something...
Sure.
Makes something seem so much different and fascinating and scary.
That people are going to go beep, boop, boop at Kinko's.
It'll be like a 3D,
and have a fully automatic
3D microwave oven. It'll be like, I'm going to type in gun, and then it's not going to happen.
It's very interesting because Defense Distributed, which is the company that came up with the plans, they settled with the federal government to go ahead and release them because they said, we will sue you and we will win. This is a First Amendment issue.
Yeah.
We have every right to put this out.
It's instructions. And by the way, those instructions to make an actually competent gun are already out there. I think even Reason Magazine, the demonic Reason Magazine, ran an article on how to make your own gun. It was in their last issue, and they'd used it from readily available materials off the internet.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make a metal gun, it costs $100,000, as Nick pointed out. However, your book is fantastic.
Thank you.
Monologues from the Five, but my favorite thing about it is there were parts of those monologues that you didn't like, and you left them in there but you just added some notes.
Yeah, there's more commentary in this book than there is monologues. My commentary, because I look at some of the writing that I do and I go, ooh, God, that was cliched, or that was stupid, and that was wrong. But I thought, I can't get rid of the monologue. I got to leave it in there. So I go in there and I just take it apart. I also kind of trace how times have changed since I wrote something, and did I turn out right or did I turn out wrong? It's two books in one. I say it's like the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of books. You have the chocolate and the peanut butter.
But you know what? You don't want just one or the other.
No, you got to have both.
It all in one.
Once you have both, you go,
bite.
why didn't I have this before? Peanut butter and jelly was a lot like that.
The Pope tried to ban Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yes, but that didn't work either.
No, Greg Gutfeld, you work every day.
I work for you,
6 days a
Kennedy.
week. Thank you very much.
I work for you, and I think about you while I work.
Wow.
Yes.
Greg.
I just thought I'd disturb you.
Gluing those models together. The Gutfeld monologues. Get it now. Greg, thanks so much.
My pleasure, darling.
Pleasure's mine.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.